Does the New Plymouth Airport terminal need a $20 million upgrade? That's the question being asked by $29 million upgrade. That's the question being asked by a former councillor who says a plan to revamp and double the size of the current terminal is in danger of becoming a vanity project that will end up costing Taranaki ratepayers millions. Now, Len Howard says the original $9 million design, so $20 million less, was fit for purpose. And as our Taranaki Whanganui reporter Robin Martin reports, he ain't alone in saying that.
Last year, the District Council rejected a functional airport terminal design in favour of an iconic upgrade which is twice the size and incorporates a cultural narrative. It says the refurbished terminal, costing between $21.7 million and $28.7 million, will provide a gateway to the 420,000 passengers who fly in and out of Taranaki each year. The council says increased airport revenues will pay for it at no additional cost to ratepayers. But Mr Howers, who quit the last council mid-term, told the annual plan meeting today the project has got out of hand and ultimately the community will pay for it in higher airfares and increased user charges.
The problem I have is the size of the terminal itself. You know, the argument that it needs a 4,000 square metre terminal rather than 2,000, which is actually fit for purpose, and I think that's the real problem. The evidence and the facts support the smaller case, not the largest case.
Mr Howard supports the idea of a cultural narrative, but says the council is fixated on the idea of the airport as a destination in itself.
I think the whole argument put forward by the officer, by the way, as well, that the airport itself is going to be a tourist attraction in its own right, I think actually just shows how far they've actually got caught up in the emotion of the topic rather than what actually is true.
Submitter Tony Collins wasn't a fan either.
We want to go to the airport, get on a plane, fly out, come back, off a plane, in our car and go home. I don't want to go shopping out there, and I don't think a lot of other people do. It's the last place I want to spend time.
James Finlayson owns a helicopter business based at the airport. He questioned the council's predictions for revenue and passenger growth.
Shelve the plans right now for the option that seems to be the favoured one, for a grand edifice, and go back to a practical, safe, functional building. Design something that allows for future expansion if and only if and when necessary. Don't be seduced by your eloquent reports, your predicted income and your assumptions.
Climate Justice Taranaki spokesperson Lyndon DeVenture added that he had pressing concerns about old oil well sites on the airport grounds.
We don't really want to think about it. In many respects, it could be dreadful. You know, there's the explosions that have happened overseas have caused fatalities. So we don't want that to be happening here, of course. So we would like the council to be more mindful of the risks that they are taking on board here.
Wayne Kappa, a member of the Pukitapu Hapu, which has been involved in designing the cultural aspects of the new building, supported the expanded terminal.
I think it would be great for us as a city and as a province to take that step as well, like Auckland Airport has, and be inclusive and share those stories of pre-European and post-European at the airport. I think that's important.
Thank you very much, Mr.
No facts or figures, just from the heart.
No, brilliant. We like that.
The New Plymouth Council has received more than 200 submissions on the airport project, the majority of them in favour of the proposal. It will make a final decision on the terminal when it meets on June the 27th to sign off its annual plan for the 2017-2018 year. In New Plymouth for Checkpoint, ko Robin Martin Tēnei.